Ever wonder what those white birds are that are just gliding around the southeast part of the United States and have the big split tail? Those are called swallowtail kites. They're predator birds that are in the raptor family, and they actually hunt off the treetops. They swoop down, they grab caterpillars and whatever they can get off the top of the trees without actually having to go down onto the ground. They're very cool, they're very cool looking. They typically have white bellies with black tips on their wings and a black forked tail, and actually use their tail to their advantage to hunt. They just glide around and then they use their tail as like a rudder. It actually turns all the way 90 degrees so that they can cut and dive very accurately and very quickly. So if you're going to try to photograph one of these, I've been trying to get one for a while now, and typically they're in the open field. They're hunting the edges of the tree line. Either they go behind the trees before I can get a photo, they're too far away, or I'm not ready to take the photo, which happens more often not because they don't typically sit still very often. So if you're not prepared when you see one, you're probably going to miss the photo. Now, they're fairly common birds, so you shouldn't have any problem finding one. Just try to find some cow pastures with some trees along the edges or like a rural area and just look for them. You'll see them. They're fairly big. You can spot them pretty easily. And then once you find a location for them, like I have done today, I spotted 2 or 3 of them from the road. I'm here near the Withlacoochee State Forest in Florida. I'm going to get out and I'm going to walk around and try to find a place where I can get a better photo of them. And it is nesting season, so I'm hoping maybe I can find a nest. They typically nest in the crown of a tall tree, like such as a pine tree or a cypress tree, something that's above the rest of the trees so they can see better. And there has to be an abundant prey in the area, open woodlands or thinner woodlands, so that they can hunt efficiently and provide food for the family. As long as we can locate one of these things and get a photo of it, hang in there till the end. I'm gonna give you some editing tips in Lightroom for what I would do with the photo once I have it. So let's get on the trail and see what we can find. There are ticks, mosquitoes, yellow flies, snakes and alligators, wild hogs, and deer in this area, so just be prepared if you come out hiking. Wear a long sleeve shirt, hike in the morning when it's cool, and maybe some bug spray. And remember, you have to look down sometimes when you're walking. Don't be so focused on the trees looking for owls and birds, because oftentimes the snakes will lay in the middle of the trail. So I was walking down the trail and I happened to see a swallow kite, which is what I'm looking for, flying with a piece of moss in his mouth, which is kind of odd because typically they're hunting. But so I was able to see kind of the general area where he went, and he went into these pine trees here, up here somewhere. So I'm gonna sit here and wait. I think there's probably a nest up there somewhere, but I can't see one right at this point. Hopefully he comes back and I can kind of locate it and maybe get some photos of him. So there is in fact a nest. I can't see the nest itself, but it's up there in the top of that tree right there. I waited and I actually saw him come back with another branch to, I guess they're building the nest maybe. I'm gonna see if I can get some photos. I might have to walk through the woods to try to get around the other side to try to get a better angle on them, but I don't want to disturb them, so I'm gonna try to see if I can do it from right here. While I'm waiting on the kite to come back, I want to go over the settings I'm using to take photos of this bird. Now, most of the time these things are not sitting still, so you want to have a little bit higher of a shutter speed. They typically don't move that fast because they're gliding around, but I have my shutter speed set at 1 in 3200 so that when they dive on something and they try to actively get something off a tree, what they do is they feed on caterpillars and things on the tops of the trees. So if you're not ready for that, you're gonna probably miss that action shot, which is the most important shot. So I have my camera set at 1 in 3200. It's sunny day out, so I can have my aperture at f5.6, which is a little bit higher than my lens will go, which is what I found is the sharpest photo I'll get. And I have to add a little bit of ISO, which is like 500, just to expose the photo properly. I'd rather have the ISO and get a little bit of graininess in the photo and still get a sharp action shot, because that's what's most important, and you can always take the graininess out and post. The other thing I want to talk about while I'm waiting, I could probably walk around through the woods and get to the other side of the nest so I could possibly see the nest, but I've seen the kite 2 or 3 times come in from that direction and land in the nest. So if I want a photo of the bird's face, then I have to stay on this side of the nest, and that's more important to me than seeing the nest. So I'm just kind of waiting here, and he goes out there and circles around and hunts, and when he comes back to the nest is my opportunity to get a quality photo. Get several cool photos, but I feel like this one is the sharpest, and I want to show you something with this light, this highlight on this tree, and how you can use that to your advantage. As far as settings go, ISO 200, f4, aperture, and shutter speed 1 and 2000, and 600 focal length. The first thing I'm going to do is crop this a little bit. I kind of like how this tree looks, so I think I'm going to leave some of that in it. The only thing we're going to do to the whole entire photo is just add a little bit of vignette to darken the edges. The rest is going to be done with the masking tool. We're going to select the subject first. This is going to highlight the bird and the branch, which is what I want in this case. We're just going to bring the highlights down a little bit to like 40, negative 40, and increase the sharpness just a hair. The next thing we're going to do is select the brush tool and highlight the areas that the sun is hitting, because this is what I wanted to show you with this. The light is fairly harsh at this time of day, so it doesn't appear like the morning sun, but if you add just a little bit of temperature to this side of the photo, it will give you more of an appearance that the photo was taken earlier in the day or later in the day, which makes it more appealing. The next thing we're going to do with this mask, because this wing is nice and sharp and it has a lot of definition, we're going to increase clarity some to like plus 18, and then also a little bit more sharpness. This will give you a lot more definition in the feathers. And the last thing we're going to do is select the brush tool. I feel like this side of the bird's face is a little too dark, and I want to just take that shadow off just a little bit to make the face kind of appear more visible. We're going to put that at like plus 40. And as you can see, now that we've done these edits, the photo is much better than it was before. I think it's very cool looking, and it has a nice morning sun look to it, which is the appeal I like to put in my photos. And as I stated, you can use the masking tool to kind of help you achieve this look, even if the light is a little too harsh. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad I was able to get a photo and some footage of the swallow-tailed kite, because I've really been looking for them for a long time. I'm glad I could bring you along with me for that experience. It was super cool to find a nest, which is, I've never seen one of those before. If there's anything differently I can do about my videos, or you learn something, drop me a comment, let me know. I'd love the feedback from you guys about these videos. I'm trying to do some that are not so specific, but at the same time I enjoy finding specific birds and trying to make a video about them. I'm trying to keep it as real as possible. This is one day. I didn't go out filming for 2 weeks to make one 8-minute video. I shot this all in the same day, so that I could kind of give you a better idea that it's possible to find a certain species of bird or animal in one day and photograph it. If you like this video, you want to check out another one, I'll attach one right here where I made a video about how to share your photos via social media in 2025, because we all know that posting a picture doesn't work that well anymore. Nobody sees it. So head on over there and we'll go over that.